Thank you to all the families who were able to attend our Year 2 information session this year. For those of you who weren't able to attend, we have put some information together about Grade 2 and the year ahead. Here are some reminders to get us started. Our gymnastics program has now begun and we have listed the timetable here. If you have not made a payment, it's not too late. Payments can be made at the front office. Just remember that your child will not be able to attend these sessions until a payment has been made. If you're able to offer your assistance as a classroom helper, please see your child's individual classroom teacher to find out what help is needed in the classroom and to arrange a time for your help. If you are wanting to help out in the classroom, Mr. King will be holding a Parent Helpers information session straight after assembly on Monday, the 22nd of February. That would be a great thing to attend if you are wanting to help out in the classroom. We also welcome at-home help. If you're able to help out with laminating or cutting out at home, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Our specialist programs have begun, and it would be great if you could send along art smocks for your child to use during art sessions. You can also send along their library bags if you have not done so, and their reader boxes, which they will need to take home their take-home reading books in every night. If you have misplaced library bags or reader boxes, these can be purchased from the front office. You're more than welcome to cover your brown reader box and decorate it in any way you like. If you're finding that the contact has become a bit ratty over the time, you can recover it as well. Homework and take-home reading will begin in week 3. Homework is handed out on Mondays and due back on the Friday of the same week. We have taken families' feedback on board regarding mathletics and reading eggs and have incorporated these into a homework grid, along with other activities that are directly linked to your child's learning for this term. Students are expected to complete one activity per week and keep a record of their learning in their homework book. If parents could please sign off these activities and date them once they have been completed, that would be great. Take-home reading should be completed each night and filled out in their yellow reading diaries. You will also find their mathletics, reading eggs, and dojo passwords inside or on the back of their yellow reading diary. Remember that at home, children are practicing their reading, so they should be taking home a level below the one they are working on in class with their teacher. We are practicing fluency and developing a love of reading at home, and at school, practicing the skills that they will need to become readers. In reading this term, we will have an explicit focus on using the comprehension strategies, such as predicting, using our prior knowledge, and making connections to the text, to deepen our understanding of the books and the text that we are reading. We'll be exploring a wide range of texts such as fiction, non-fiction, websites, articles, and more, and identifying the text structures and the language features that are used for each individual's purpose. Our writing focus for the term will be on narratives and recounts. We will be exploring the text structures and how to use the features to become more confident authors of narratives and recounts. We will also continue a handwriting focus and the use of our writer's notebook for the entire year. It would be amazing if the students could bring in artifacts on a weekly basis to support their writer's notebook development. We will use these artifacts as seeds to create ideas for the stories that we will be writing. Artifacts can include anything really that could jolt a memory, a feeling, an emotion, perhaps something you've done on the weekend, a movie ticket, a menu. Use your imagination. There is no right or wrong when it comes to artifacts, just simply ideas for the writing that we will be creating. This term in maths, we will have a huge focus on counting and place value, probably some of the most valuable concepts of maths, as they underpin the learning that they will do in their future and in their everyday life. We'll be focusing on the written strategies as well as mental computation, fluency, and reasoning as mathematicians. You can help your child at home by asking them to count things when you are cooking. Perhaps when you're shopping, you could ask them to read the prices or tell you what number is in the tens column. Anything that will get them practicing and linking their maths to their everyday life. We will also be exploring time and learning how to tell the time and read, record, and date using a calendar. We will have a history focus in humanities this term, and our topic is Exford, past, present, and future. We're very excited about investigating the history of Exford Primary School as well as the Shire of Melton and Ainsbury. Students will be learning about the beginnings of Melton and Exford Primary School, and the changes that have occurred over its history, the rapid growth that we've seen, and the difference between the past and the present ExFID. Students will be recording their learnings on a timeline that will show the development of their local history throughout the ages. We'll spend some time interviewing staff members and other community members who have seen the changes happen firsthand. I know that students are very excited to learn a little bit more about ExFID's history, and so are we. I'm sure by now most of you have heard the words Class Dojo. I know the students are very excited to be using this year, and they are super excited to get started. The entire Year 2 cohort will be using this, and we will have access to award points to anyone within our Year 2 area. We are using this as a means to promote positive behaviours within our classroom and the cohort alike. Students were involved in every step of the process, from creating their little monsters to choosing the rules for the classroom and the things that they will be receiving points for, and also the things that they will be deducting points for. We are really hoping to have students on board with this and linking them directly to our ExFID values and the raffle tickets that you will receive at assembly each week. Your child's individual login was sent home with their yellow reading diary in week 3. To gain access to the program, you need to log on and create an account using an email address. You'll then be able to see what your student is receiving points for and perhaps what they're not receiving points for, and keep track of them from home. It's a really great way to involve parents in the entire process of our classroom management. Please note though, there is a contact the teacher part of the program. We are not using this section of the program, and if you do need to speak with your child's teacher, please contact the school directly or use the TickBiz app, as this is the preferred mode of contact between home and school. On behalf of the Year 2 team, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. We hope that you now feel in the loop and informed about the learning that your child will be doing this term. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to see your child's classroom teacher. We look forward to meeting you at our parent-teacher-student conferences later in the term and sharing the fantastic learning that will be taking place. Thanks again.